present yourself as a girl while in the school. Yep, this is definitely high school romance. Oh god, we're gonna have to go through this all over again. Miss, stop. Miss, I look around for a moment. Oh, alright, he's talking to me. Who is this? Sir? You are the young lady who just had a trial with MAGI SHIRA. Is he asking me? Or just making a bored observation? Yes? Does he know what I did? Did she lie and turn me in already? That bitch! But then why is he acting like I'm a girl? He sighs so bitterly. I can't help but wonder what I did to him. Oh my god, he seems like one of those rich, snobby people, you know? Like, my daddy owns the school. I can say and do whatever I want. Stay here, and don't touch anything. With that, he turns to leave again. Who was that? Not sure what's going on. I pace aimlessly in the hallway. Maybe Shira thought of a way that she can help me with my little predicament. Little predicament? There are two pretty huge predicaments. At least I can get something out of this failure. Maybe. I glanced down at my chest. I was kinda hoping to take these things for a spin, exactly, you know, we gotta test them out. Footsteps snapped me out of my thoughts. After considering your case, I consulted with Master Mage Orman about the possibility of taking on an apprentice. An apprentice? You did not pass the entry requirements, but given the circumstances, I believe that could be changed with practice. It's not uncommon for Magi to take on apprentices, to own their skills, and ready them for the entrance exam here. Particularly you. Is this the Master Mage? The man gives me such a dark look. I think the light in the room changes. No, this is Mage Warren, a fellow teacher of mine. And a far more practical one. Shira is too fond of taking in strays who have no chance. No chance? He doesn't know anything about it. Shira cuts me off before I can get myself prematurely expelled from an academy I haven't even gotten into yet. And Mage Warren is too fond of immersing himself in conversations that have nothing to do with him. Shouldn't you be off failing your students somewhere? Oh, there's some tension between them and not the good sexual tension. This is bad tension. They both seem so strict, even with each other. Are all the teachers like that here? Despite being of equal rank, Mage Warren merely bristles at the remark. His scrutinizing stare eyes me down again before he sweeps off into the darkness of the academy. I apologize for that. Mage Warren does not take on as many students as I do, and clearly has some opinions. And he fails most of them? I would say roughly half of his students may expect to pass, but his record is far better than mine. Doubt pools in the pit of my stomach. That does not give me much hope. As you can see, Warren does not believe very much in chances. I, however, do. But not everyone will aspire to earning that chance. Very few are cut out for this school. Many students I take on are like yourself, disadvantaged from the start. Warren is more comfortable teaching magically gifted children from well-off families. Of course, I knew it, because he probably gets paid for it, right? Alright, you teach my kid, and here's 25 grand. Who may have personal tutors by the time they're 5. And even then, his passing rate is only 50-50? She nods grimly. For their safety, yes. We refuse to foster delusions of grandeur here. I mean, that's a good thing, you know? Magic is definitely sort of a thing that not everybody should be allowed to do. You're getting a late start, but but you're far from the first. And given what we know, I believe you have great promise. Hey, you don't necessarily have to be the first at doing something to be the best at it, okay? Doesn't matter if you're first, you can still become the best. I am not saying this to be sentimental. It is merely a matter of fact. She keeps trying to emphasize how dangerous this is, how impossible. That only makes me want it all the more. Every assertion that I can't do it only sparks a flame insisting that I can. That I have to. I accept. I practically blurred the words, but they clearly don't come as a surprise. Shira only nods. I thought that might be the case. As for your current condition, that should remain between us, I think, to avoid any trouble. Present yourself as a girl while in the school. Yep, this is definitely high school romance. Oh god, we're gonna have to go through this all over again. Pretending, I mean, this time it's easier, you know? This time it's easier because we actually have the body of a girl. So we only have to act like a girl. Like before, we had the body of a guy that could kind of be passed off as a girl, but like the flattest girl you've ever seen, you know? So I feel like we have an easier job of not getting caught this time. Just because, you know, I mean, if you have those two giant boobs hanging off of your chest, nobody's really gonna question like, hey, you're not really a girl, are you, you know? Those two boobs are pretty huge evidence that every single person we see is just immediately going to think of us as a girl. So there isn't much that we can even do to have people think the otherwise or blow our cover or something like that. So I feel like it's gonna be even easier this time. But yeah, it's just the fact that we kind of have to get into the mindset of acting more like a girl. That's the thing that we kind of have to get used to and present ourselves as. Master Mage Oraman believes your name is Sophie. It should stay that way for the foreseeable future. Hey, what was wrong with Shauna or Shawnette? I don't know. But how do I figure it out? That is your name from now on. Understand? Sophie? Well, I mean, you know, pretend to be Sophie and actually stay at this school, try and fulfill a lifelong dream, or kinda keep our pride and say like, no, I'm Sean, I will not be Sophie, I will not pretend to be a girl even though I look like a girl, and then we'll go back home still looking like a girl and be in even bigger problems. So, you know, there's the clearly good option here is to just stay here and act like a girl. Yes, I understand. The biggest difference here now is though, right? Remember at the beginning, we actually walked into the male bathroom, meaning that there are actually male students here. Whereas before, in the first High School Romance, that was an all-female school. So we were like surrounded all by females. So the weird thing is now that maybe guys are gonna hit on us or something? Oh, fuck. Good. I cannot always be there to hold your hand through this. Magic I can instruct you in, but your social life is your own to deal with. I close my gaping mouth and nod. I don't want to give her any reason to second guess her decision to mentor me. But Sophie? That's my name now? It doesn't seem real. So caught up in my thoughts, I don't realize Magi Shira is leaving without me. Apprentices aren't allowed in the main area of the academy. Are you coming? Yes. I scramble to catch up with her. I will show you the apprentice wing. You will wear a female school uniform for now, which will be in your room. I'm glad she's walking at a brisk pace ahead of me, her heels clacking against the floor. She doesn't see all the blood rapidly leaving my face. This is the apprentice library. Everything here contains basic spells and rituals that make up the foundation of magic. These are the spells that are safe for you to use and practice, with good sense of course. She gives me a knowing look. That makes me shrink a little further into my code. Of course, you have to put emphasis on the fact that the spells here are safe and legal for me to use compared to the other one that got me into this body. If there's a spell to become an insignificant speck of guilt, I could have probably cast it perfectly. This way. Ooh. This is what amounts a classroom for apprentices. Naturally, there will be more emphasis on practical learning rather than sitting in a desk all day. That's good, I like to be busy. I will mentor you and Charlie here. Oh god, I already hate Charlie. Charlie? Who's he? She is my other apprentice at the moment. Really? See, I told you, I immediately assumed Charlie was a guy. I assumed it was a dude. But see, even a name like Charlie can be a unisex name. If there's a female called Charlie, then you know, why couldn't Sean be a female name too, you know? Any name can be fucking unisex, who cares? Even my real name is unisex technically, at least in my country. Like, some females are called Chris as well, you know? So, unless Charlie is in the same predicament I am, he accidentally turned himself into a female too? That would be fucking weird though. She? Great! I'm a guy with a girl's name. And she's a girl with a guy's name, yeah. Or she's the opposite, right? It's actually a girl that turned himself into a guy, but it's actually a girl, so that wouldn't happen. Damn it, never mind. But then why didn't the name change? I don't know. That's just a fuck up from the parent probably, right? This isn't going to get confusing at all. You will both get a second attempt at the test. But that's all. Make good use of your time here. Yes, ma'am. And what's your name again? Sophie. I wince. Stupid force of habit. Learn that. Drill it into your head all night long. But like, Sophie, my name is Sophie. I am Sophie. I'm a motherfucking Sophie, okay? I am a girl named Sophie, and I like to be a girl that does girl things and play with boobies. Sophie. That's what my name is. Otherwise, you'll compromise us both. Don't make me regret giving you this chance, Sophie. Being threatened with someone else's name really loses its emphasis. But I nod anyway. Being threatened with expulsion packs enough of a punch just on its own. These are the apprentice dorms. Get changed now before anyone sees you wearing those clothes. Oh, I guess these are kind of boyish clothes, aren't they? Uniforms will be in a wardrobe. I trust you can size it yourself? Yes, I can manage. I'm not sure. Are you willing to help me out? You know, I am all unfamiliar with this female body of mine. I don't know how to clip a bra and actually put on female clothes. Would you mind assisting me? I glanced down at my hands. My magic still feeling weak from earlier. I think I'm still a little exhausted. Of course. But you do know how to do this, yes? Theoretically maybe. Practically, I don't know how to do it. Yes. I've done this sort of magic before. Not with any kind of skill, but she doesn't need to know that. Go ahead and change out of that then. I'll help you with the fitting. Plan is going accordingly. Alright. I wait, but she doesn't leave. She just stands there, watching me with that same sharp look. She's like, well, oh shit, I almost knocked my glass of water. Oh shit. Anyway, I was like trying to fold my arms, and she's just staring at me like that, like, yeah. What are you waiting for? Get undressed, show me your boobies, show me that body. Come on, what are you waiting for? Hurry up, chop chop. Okay, I gotta clean that water. Fuck, it's all over my laptop. Alright, situation solved, let's go. She's still just gonna keep looking at us? It's a little embarrassing, you know, undressing in front of a person that's staring at me with those cold eyes. Finally, she blinks. Oh, of course. You're still new. You're still new. You don't know the rules here, yeah? When you're getting undressed, a teacher has to be there to supervise you at all times. They gotta look at you. They have to. There are some rituals that are better performed without bulky clothes on, but you wouldn't be used to that yet. I suppose I've gotten too lax about that sort of thing in my time. Rituals where you don't wear clothes? What kind of school is this? If you ask me, it's a pretty cool school. I'll turn around and give you some privacy. It doesn't feel like privacy. It's not really privacy if you're like, yeah, don't worry, I'm not looking if you're still physically in the room. But it doesn't really feel like my body either, which makes it easier to strip down. Hey, if it's not my body, hey, but everybody, look at this. Look at these awesome boobies that aren't technically mine, but kinda are at the same time. I try not to let on just how fascinated I am with it. Really, I didn't know skin could be this silky. I pull out the uniform and underwear, putting it on first, alongside some thin panties with a suspicious amount of lace. Who picked this for me? I feel like I'm dressing up for a play or something. A play titled Sean's Life. A series of spectacular failures. I don't know. Shouldn't it be Sophie's life now? Ooh. I shift awkwardly in my new underwear. Inspecting it, of course, guys. See, this is a double push-up bra. You know how normal bras, the bra itself pushes the boobs up? This is a double push-up where you actually use your hands as well to double push up the boobs, making it look even bigger. It's like something out of a magazine. Not that I look at those kinds of things or anything. Alright. Magi Shira spins around to face me, her gaze dragging up and down my body. Girl, you don't need to inspect me like that. Magi Shira herself is like, damn girl, you got a body on you. Isn't this a little fast? And she is my teacher. Ah, that looks acceptable. Whoa! Oh, she's just right down to business. Here, without warning, she brings her hand under my chest, causing my face to flush red. I'll fit it so it will hug a bit better in the front. I mean, you're kind of hugging me pretty good right now. Does it mean like the bra hugging us better in the front? Her hands push upward on my chest, and she hums like she's knitting and not feeling up one of her students. Oh god, the bottom two. Okay, I gotta call bullshit on, okay? I gotta call bullshit on this. At least before, like, okay, your bra isn't that right. It's not sitting there right. Let me help you with that. But there is nothing on my butt right there that, you know, makes it acceptable for your hand to be down there, woman. No. No. And the hem of the skirt, that should follow the curve of your hip, like so. I'm not even wearing a skirt yet! Her fingers trail down my inner thigh. As she does so, the uniform recedes and bends to her magic. A moment later, I am dressed again. What? Does she really have to like feel me up to make this uniform appear on me? Standing there with my new uniform, the fabric tugging tight over my chest, and the skirt short enough to be uncomfortable. How does that feel? Like, all I need now is a pull and some music. Oh yeah, that'll be our first job if we like somehow get expelled or kicked out of this academy, or we don't pass the test, you know. We'll just become a stripper. Huh? Who's this? And why is she in my room? Who is that bitchy girl? Ah, just in time for first introductions, I see. Charlie, this is a new apprentice of mine. Sophie. Oh, I don't like Charlie already. Charlie arches an eyebrow at me, looking a little more amused than I'm comfortable with. I don't know, there's something about her face. Sophie, this is the other apprentice I was telling you about. Oh, it didn't actually occur to me before, but I'm going to have to actually live with a girl while pretending to be one. Yep, that is going to make things a little bit difficult. I don't even speak the language. Hi. Is that even how girls say hello? Hi. You shy or something? Don't mind Charlie. She's too upfront for her own good. The girl cracks a mischievous smile, but says nothing. Play nicely, you two. I think you can both help out each other in your studies. I'll leave you two to get to know each other. Charlie, make sure Sophie gets her bearings on how the school works. If you have any troubles, come find me. We'll resume our normal studies tomorrow. The one person who knows my situation vanishes. Uh-oh. We're on our own with an actual girl here. Like, you know, girl that doesn't know about me. Talk about sink or swim. This is our first true test. To my surprise, Charlie thrust out a hand at me. Nice to meet you. Call me Charlie. No nicknames. Right. How long have you been training with Magi Shira exactly? Maybe a week? Time goes by pretty quickly. She'll come back this afternoon. What for? You'll find out. Oh god, I feel like they have some really unorthodox methods here at school, you know? I mean, the way she dressed us alone, yeah, that was a little out of the ordinary for sure. She grins and then plops down on my bed. Hey, you have your own bed! So I take it you're not from the capital. Do I have an accent or something? Nah, but you look about as nervous as a rabbit's in a wolf's den. And I guess the capital can kinda seem that way. I've seen newbies here before, and they all kind of have that look. That's not exactly the problem. But I guess it's better than coming up with my own excuse, exactly. She made up an excuse for me, so thank you, Charlie. You might as well not worry about it. It's not like you'll have enough time away from the school for it to matter. We're basically stuck here. Did you already have your initiation trial too? Yeah, I mucked that up pretty bad. She laughs and scratches the back of her head. Get louder, hit harder. That was my philosophy. Didn't really work out when she outsmarted me like I was just a toddler throwing a tantrum. Real embarrassing. At least we get another chance. Yeah, I think Shira's a real softie under that mask. She acts tough as a teacher, but beneath that, she's pretty compassionate. Not that I'm an expert. So how did you get into magic if you're not from around here? Natural talent, I know a mage growing up. Natural talent, knew a mage growing up, I mean... The thing is, I feel like if we actually say the truth, I feel like we just gotta live a lie, okay? That's the thing, that the situation we're being put into anyway. We gotta live a lie, so we gotta get used to the fact that we constantly have to lie about the fact that we're a female and not a guy. You know? So, I feel like if we're gonna tell the truth about us, then the thing that then ends up happening, that we might just sort of, you know, we accept all the kind of qualities about our guy life, of our previous life as Sean, and then it might just slip out the fact like, I am Sean, and then we won't react to Sophie and whatnot, you know? We just gotta treat this like we're just in a movie or something. We just gotta embrace the character of Sophie and just make it an entirely different new identity. So we're gonna just say something different from what actually happened, which is natural talent. I just had a knack for it. It runs in my family, and I decided not to waste the potential. You're pretty good then. Well, I didn't pass, but... Oh, come on. You're not even the right gender at the moment. You don't have to impress her. I clear my throat. I think with a little polish on the techniques, I could be one of the best. Mentally, I slam my face into my hands. Ouch. Great job, tongue. That's a phrase we'll probably use at some point. Not now, though. At least not sarcastically. You can't even control your ego, much less your magic. Yeah, we'll see, won't we? Is that a challenge? Oh, are you challenging me, Charlie? Alright. Nah, what? You trying to back out of a challenge? Ha, pussy. She sighs indifferently. I'm not much of the fight-it-out type. Then why are you at a school where graduating depends on fighting? She shrugs. One of life's many mysteries, isn't it? I guess I am ambitious, but it doesn't mean I want to go smashing everything in my path. I just want to be good at what I do. Well, talk to you in a bit. What? She's left. For a few minutes, I sit awkwardly in my room. I put the things in my bag away, though it's not much, and it doesn't take long. Well, this male underwear looks really odd now. Yeah, we gotta throw it away, burn it, do something with it. Maybe I can burn it. Or would that look even weirder? Unsure, I stuff it underneath my mattress and toss the rest of my bag to the ground. No, this is a bad idea. Don't stuff it under your mattress. That is gonna give people the wrong idea the moment, for some reason. Like, you know, what if our classmate or Charlie is looking for, oh, I dropped something on the floor, and then, you know, like a piece of cloth is sticking out from underneath the mattress of our male underwear, and then she's obviously a curious bitch that grabs it and is like, what is this guy underwear? And then she's gonna accuse us of having sex with one of the male students at the academy or something, you know? This is gonna bite us back somehow. She thinks I'm going to fail. What does it matter what she thinks? She's just some girl you talk to for 5 minutes, exactly. Screw that bitch. It doesn't mean anything.